job helping charities. From Stuco's Turkey Challenge alone, we raised over $14,000 to help the new Jenks Community Food Bank. Let me tell you, this year marked a historical moment at Jenks High School, one that has so many of us upset, dazed, and confused. For the first time ever, the big cookies were stripped away from our fingertips. No longer were the soft, beloved, buttery, to die for big chocolate chip cookies a lunch option for us. Big cookies aren't out to make us fat. They're here to fill us with nutrients, joy, happiness, and confidence. Administration and board, I hope you see our plea to bring them back for future classes. Now, as bad as not having soft cookies anymore is, nothing is worse than when you look across the cafeteria to see the ID Gestapo traversing his way between tables. Some call him Mr. Matthews, others, ponytail guy. But in all honesty, we appreciate you cafeteria staff. From the smiling lunch ladies that slide you a few extra pieces of popcorn chicken to the Mr. Matthews of the world. We are thankful you care so much about the students. Now speaking of commitment, maybe nothing can beat Mr. Fox dancing to What Does the Fox Say? He not only ignited our state championship pep rally, but took YouTube by storm. Now, here's the fun fact. When checking for this speech, I was actually the exact 70,000th view on his video. If that's not viral, I don't know what is. Congratulations, Mr. Fox. Now, in sharp contrast to Mr. Fox's inspirational and motivational moves, this year's Superfan Blacklight dance taught us just as many valuable lessons. If you're going to make a mistake, do it wearing no glow-in-the-dark clothing so that absolutely no one can see who you are. Instead of getting thousands of views on YouTube, I think the Superfans got just as many boos from the stands. Once again, thanks cross country. Now, our 4 years have been marked by the introduction of almost entirely new facilities. The Math and Science building was brand new, then the Aquatic Center, the Frank Harold Fieldhouse, and the Music Hall building. The Music Hall has a special place in my heart. I think we're all familiar with the heavenly bathrooms that you can visit in the Music Hall. But thank you to everyone who made these new projects possible, as they truly have enriched our learning experience. Now, half the journey of getting to these great buildings is finding your parking spot. For the majority of the year, we've been able to show up at 7:45, pull into a close enough space, and get to class on time. But recently, the newly licensed, snotty-nosed sophomores that showed up before the break of dawn to hijack our precious parking places. But as annoying as this is, only one group of people has been able to break the record of showing up even earlier before school. Girls from our own class showed up to school before the rest of us were even awake, all just to have a photo shoot in Hawaiian shirts and leis called HPLP. Another thing that's unique to our year was the introduction of Chromebooks. We were given an awesome opportunity to take a break from lessons and lectures. Flixanity and Rainier Land streamed every show or movie imaginable. I mean, I didn't, just, everyone else. I'm a valedictorian, I can't do that. I only use technology for proper purposes. But truly, Chromebooks have actually enhanced our learning experience and are representative of why we are one step ahead of all other schools in our area. Thank you, Board of Education and Technology staff, for making it possible. There was one more trend that began this year. For some odd reason, we decided that if we all tweeted the school to inform them of forecasted snow, then they'd be more likely to cancel school. I have a couple highlights of the Twitter onslaughts. The first highlight was Michael Cox. Michael Cox channeled his inner 7th grade when threatening to fight the entire school Twitter account at Brahms if school wasn't canceled. The exact tweet read, 2:35, Brahms, be there Butterfield. But not to be upstaged, an anonymous senior girl decided to change her Twitter name and picture to match that of the school's. She then proceeded to self-proclaim that school would not be in session the next day. All I have to say is bold strategy. Now, I'm not quite sure if these tactics actually worked, or if Superintendent Butterfield was just nice with her cancellations this year. Regardless, thank you students, Michael Cox, for persevering, and Ms. Butterfield for complying with our wishes. Now you see, it's not just our superior classrooms, our teachers, and resources that give us an edge over other graduates. It is our memories as well. This is our last time we will be gathering together as one. We will never have another Friday night home football game. We will never have another collaboration day. We have had our last pep rally and have served our final time at Jenks High School. We are a community, strong alone, but stronger together. As we all go out and do great things, as I know each and every one of us will, remember each other. Call back on one another and build from each other. We have been equipped with the tools necessary to conquer this world and any challenges that face us. Because of our intellectual and experiential advantages over others, never be afraid to take risks and pursue anything you wish to do. Since we are already ahead of all the others, we are more likely than others to achieve our goals, to reach our dreams. To quote the poet Dylan Thomas, "Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light." And yes, I know what you're thinking, that was the quote from Interstellar that was quite frequent. But I think it also applies to us. We should use this as a model for our future endeavors. Give everything you have in everything you do. We will be great, we will not surrender, and we will achieve. As we go on with this commencement ceremony, Jenks class of 2015, do not go gentle into that good night. Jenks class of 2015, rage, rage against the dying of the light. Thank you.